for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee.
Oh, they've been extra Scream.
The Scream.
Oh, yeah.
Extra
It's like we were
Scream
going
on
to
top.
record last night, and Kid had to wait for a few minutes, and within a couple of hours, my energy just tanked. I mean, it's crazy. And the dog's been crazy all day, so it's not just us. It's energies. I've heard other people talking. So there's liable to be a lot of weird edits in this one because the dog.
I've made the mistake of giving him a blue raspberry gummy ring. I know they're not supposed to have them, and I know that they can get stuck in their teeth. But that face. And also, I wanted him to get away from me, just for a second, just to go do his own thing. And so that has hyped him up. He's been cracked out.
This dog is so much like youngest kid was when he was small child, and I'm like, I've already lived through this once. It's just incredible to observe. And I'm like, how exactly did this happen?
I don't know. What is that in your earbud?
So it's just one of those, we're trying this, we're recording this later in the evening, January the 13th, 2026. And my God, this year. This year
has been crazy.
from the get-go.
But at least in February, it's going to lighten up.
Well, something. I mean,
Allegedly.
something's got to give. I mean, that's all. I mean, even if you don't know astrology or anything like that, everybody, we're reaching a fever pitch.
Yeah, greatly.
Yeah. And it's just prayers. Lots and lots of prayers. And coffee.
Lots of prayers, coffee, and cigarettes.
And so it's like overload. There's a lot of us that are just verging on overload. And some of us that are news hounds. And it's like, nah, no more. No more. Not for a day.
You can only take so much.
Yeah.
You can only consume so much of that media before it just wears on you.
Well, yeah. And we honestly don't know exactly how all this is affecting us. We don't. But this constant heightened state is not good.
No.
Humans, it's not an optimum way for them to live. You got to have some de-escalation at some point. And
Some point.
do that for yourself. One of the things that we have, because you do have control over the clicker or the whatever, the doom scrolling, is self-discipline.
Yeah. Self-discipline all the way.
One of the things that we have been doing lately, and I didn't put a particular link because there's quite a few people that have uploaded these, the CBS Radio Mystery Theater things.
Those things are really
so
good.
good.
Those
Now,
are
not
really
all of
good.
them have happy endings.
No. Oh. Those ones piss me off.
I love
Ooh,
radio.
They piss me off. Give it a good ending.
The way that radio used to be. And honestly, I prefer that. A lot of it, and everybody's like, oh, well, you've got to have a podcast where you show your face on it. Why? Why do I need to do that?
So that they can connect with the host.
You connect with the characters in the Mystery Theater, in the radio.
That is true. But also, like, you're getting more into their lives and stuff.
Do you want that? Do you really want that?
Well, that's a production versus us.
Yeah.
You know, that's basically a story versus what we do, which is just live broadcasting.
Well,
pretty much. It's just
we
pre-recorded.
tell stories.
Yeah, but not in the same way that they do.
No. But it's one
Ours
of
is
those,
very much like talk show.
Ours is just everybody sitting around, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
That's it. There's a place for sitting around shooting the shit.
There is.
It's just real life talking with amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
It's not a matter, we're not talking at anybody. We include, it's the
Yeah.
reason as far as the comments, we encourage people to put the comments.
Yeah.
Because we do we're small enough to where I can interact with everybody, which I love. Yeah.
I do read them. Listen, I'm trying. I'm building up my social skills before I can build my online skills back, all right? I'm trying.
He's been having a rough go. So just keep him in your prayers. That's it. But with
I do read them, though.
the radio mystery theater, and that was back from the heyday of radio, you had these amazing voice actors. And it's like, that was the whole thing, was with the voice. And that's just, it's incredible. The things were well written. They're interesting. Some of them are more so than others.
Yeah.
There was one about where these people was stranded on the island. I'm glad you missed that one. That was
Yeah, totally. Wait, what was that one? Since I missed it.
That one was rough. It's like this woman, I don't know what century it was, if it was Victorian or before that, but she was some highfalutin somebody, and that she was on this ship, and there was this one dude that he was, had been an officer, and he was in the brig, and because he had gone against somebody, and so the ship wrecked. And they found themselves on this island.
Loves it.
And there was this crazy Frenchman that was there, and he had tried to start a revolution, so that he couldn't go back to civilization.
Wait, what about civilization?
He couldn't go back to civilization because that's gonna hang his ass.
Shit. Shit. So he got exiled. He exiled himself in a way.
Well, they marooned him. They throwed his ass on this isolated island. And so but it wasn't a bad, I mean, that he had food and everything like that. I mean, he was a little bit stir crazy, not having anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
Until these other two people showed up. And it's like the lady had been married to this man he was wealthy, but he was he was abusive, and she had two children. And so they basically invented their own little world there for a while.
Huh.
So she ends up with the dude that was in the brig.
Yeah.
And then it showed up, her husband showed up on this damn island.
How the fuck?
Right. And the thing is, she had given the Frenchman, to show her appreciation to him, this pendant or something. And that was the only way that they knew that she was on the island, because he recognized the pendant.
Oh.
And so they had shot the Frenchman. He had actually sacrificed himself to try to prevent them from finding the other ones.
Oh.
And so the officer, they had sort of killed him. And she was pregnant with his baby.
Uh-huh.
But the old abusive husband, something happened. He didn't make it. So she did go back to England to, be her austere life.
Did she kill him?
No, she didn't kill him. I think that he had had a duel with the other one. With the one that had been in the brig.
Uh-huh. And so the one in the brig lost. Well,
they sort of both lost. Because the husband ended up dead too, and that's one of those that was like, yeah. So that one was sort of like,
that's horrible.
I was not a fan of the movie Titanic. I saw it once, and everybody had been going on about it. Oh, this is so famous. No, it wasn't. There was room on that door for both of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like.
She was being selfish. She was being a bitch. Come
absolutely.
On, let him up there.
Jack,
he's frozen.
You're Raph. You're poor white trash. Here, you're dead.
Yeah, sorry. Loved you, but not that much.
You're right.
That's fucked up.
So that one was not one of the better ones, but there's so many of them to choose from.
That movie is a 2-tape fucking movie.
I watched it once. That was enough. That was it. I was like, I didn't see all the hype. I really didn't.
I mean, yeah, it's a magical world. Like, you can appreciate the aesthetics.
Yeah.
But the story.
I would rather watch Labyrinth any day. I would.
Listen, I watched Titanic once, and I cried. Mm-hmm. And then I never watched it again.
Yeah, but one of my favorites is the 13th Warrior. So, I don't like
I would rather
chick
Labyrinth.
flicks. I don't.
I honestly would rather Labyrinth any day.
They've got the Hallmark Channel. Why do you want somebody else to, as far as emotional manipulation?
Because
Not
when
that
you
in the real world.
Because when you see one Hallmark movie, and
You've seen them all.
Yeah.
It's like Harlequins. I read back when I was a teenager. I read 3 of them, and it's like, it's all the same. It's just formula.
Yeah.
But now the Mystery Theater, it's not formula. You get different writers, different voice actors. There was one that I listened to the other night that it had Fred Gwynn as one of the main characters, Herman Munster himself.
Ooh.
And I love,
Isn't
as
that
far
cool?
as the different voices, and it was something that one of the reasons I loved Vincent Price. What a voice. Lon Chaney, all these people, just amazing.
Distinctive voices.
Yes, as opposed to this. Hollywood has, yeah, it did. It's dead. It offed itself. It offed itself.
Yeah, fully. It just went off the deep end.
And this is why it's encouraging when you see some of these people online that are rediscovering, especially these young people that have never been exposed to radio dramas and stuff like that, and they find them and they're excited about them, and then they do their own thing with them, and that gives me hope.
That's the goodness of the internet right there.
Yeah. To let some of these people know, it ain't a matter. You don't have to be the most beautiful whomever. So what?
Literally, YouTube was supposed to be originally, and that's what it was originally, was just a bunch of real life people just posting whatever the fuck to their friends online.
Yeah. The early YouTube stuff was so creative and weird, and you just had random.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta dig for it at this point, that stuff, but it still exists, but it's not like how it used to be.
Mm-hmm. And let's face it, some of these other ones, even as far as whether it's a political podcast or some of these other podcasts and stuff like that, at a certain point, you get tired of everybody bitching.
You do.
I mean, it's like, it's enough. Let's do something else. Let's talk about something else. Whether it's soup or whether it's coffee or radio dramas or something like that, it's
whatever is being pushed in that moment, because it's like because Google owns YouTube, and therefore makes the top decisions of what YouTube does as a company.
Well, and that's why even as far as they're pushing the AI stuff or the shorts stuff.
They're pushing that stuff heavily, even though no one asked for it. No one wanted it.
Right.
They have done this for a long time as far as not listening to their users.
Right. Right.
And people are not going to take that.
Well, and you've got people when when it's all about money.
The only reason people do not switch over to anything else is because there is nothing else that has the same content on there.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Rumble is trying, but even they are not getting enough people, or they're not pushing out enough. If you're a gamer, I think that's one of the places as far as watching game rather than going to Twitch or some of these other places. But even on that, I don't know, because I don't watch those things.
Rumble is very much a political
Is it?
ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very much a political platform, considering that is their main push, at least from what I've seen.
Well, that's because I don't watch the gaming stuff.
And no one else is uploading anything else on there, it seems.
Well, I think it's like anything else. It's about money. And when you've got somebody that is making content just for the money, they're going to play to the audience. It's, that's their thing. You don't shit where you eat. So that's the reason all of them, even if they've got a differing opinion, they're not going to piss off their audience.
Well,
Yeah. That's, yeah.
YouTube is the safe.
YouTube is very much the same. But that's just how it is. That's life to a certain degree. I mean, it's like you don't berate the people who take the time to sit and listen to you. Why would you? Of course, I don't know, worked for Don Rickles for years. That was his whole shtick, was to make fun of the audience. I never liked him.
Hassan Piker does that every day.
I never thought it was fun.
Hassan Piker does that every day.
Oh. Yes, but that's more of a cult type thing, which is, there are so many that could fall into cult-like behavior right now. Mm-hmm. It's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff. There's too much heavy, really, really heavy stuff going on. I don't have to be aware of it 24/7. I have an off button too. I have control over what I consume, whether it's food, whether it's, entertainment, media, any of this stuff.
That's like some of these murders or whatever. If I wanted to hear about it.
Well, and I don't think about that because that bothers you. Where it doesn't.
True crime at this point has started to bother me.
Wonder why.
I think it's because like it's knowing everybody has been on Best Gore at a certain point, and that desensitizes you after watching so many.
I haven't watched that, but
Best Gore is the same as Rotten.com.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has been on there.
But see, I always looked at that stuff from a different angle.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you hear about it and then you hear about the pain that these families go through on the aftermath, that puts a different light on that.
I've counseled people.
Right. So it's like, I don't know that I can do that because this shit hurts.
Well, me being me, and it's like the psychological angle on all things, because that's just how I was geared.
And some things also just hit certain fears of mine. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't like that.
But I did research why it is that women have a tendency to watch some of the crime shows more than men do. And a lot of it is trying to learn different behaviors and stuff to watch out for them. So it's almost like a protective type thing. That's why they listen to these things.
Yeah, I do get that. But at a certain point, it's like, this is a little too much for me. I need to back off.
Oh, I get it. But that's wise. If you understand that you have reached a limit, and I was listening to Mr. Ballin. So it wasn't like it was, down gore type thing.
Yeah. It wasn't like full, but it's like that one that's like, that was horrible. that one about the girl who just wanted her life to be better. Mm-hmm. And then she thinks that it's getting better. And then one of the people from the fucking friend group she's in kills her.
Yes, but that was also one of those we've got to go back and Mr. Ballin, everything is very sensitized. I mean, it's sanitized rather for younger audiences. It's how it seems geared to me, is for like tweens and different things like that.
Well, he understands that his shit gets clipped and put on TikTok.
Right. But within that, you've got to sit there and go, okay, why didn't somebody say, pick a better friend group? Don't be hanging out in bars and stuff like that and with questionable people.
Well, the thing is, the people really were not all that questionable. At least
they
not
were.
That one friend.
No, that some of them were. You just didn't hear that part.
Oh, well.
So that's where cop mode goes in. It's like, okay, why were you hanging out with these people? What happened here? Who were these friends? The friends of these friends? And so, where does personal accountability come in?
Right. Right.
So I've had such a wide variety of job experiences and life experiences. I look at things differently.
Yeah.
And I
get
ask
that.
questions. And that's another thing with some of these people that's broadcasting, the influencers. I'm not looking to be influenced. I'm looking for facts. I'm looking for truth, different things like that.
Right.
Who's presenting the truth? What are the.
Well, like, for example, like the friend group with sketchy people, it's like, I don't mind, like, if they have a background or whatever, I don't care as long as they're not doing anything now,
Yeah.
like they're actually improving upon
I get
themselves. Like,
that.
I wouldn't mind hanging out with them,
I get that.
but sometimes it's like, okay, then how do you know who's sketchy until you actually talk to them?
Well, that's true. That is true. But pattern recognition on a lot of stuff. That's
true. Yeah.
Humans are complicated and they're messy.
Yeah.
But if somebody's telling you something, everything that you want to hear, big red flag. Big red flag.
Yeah.
That falls into that love bombing type stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's some of the problems that they're having with the AI, that it's telling them everything they want to hear.
Yeah. Have you experienced that with Grok?
No, because I occasionally will, if Grok is wrong about something that I know that he's wrong about, and I'm like, hey, you need to find some other sources. I encourage Grok to think for itself.
Yeah.
Whether that's good or bad, I do.
Yeah.
But with these mysteries, God, I love them. They're wonderful to give your brain. If you're like me and the mind goes perpetually, you can sit and you can listen to this. And audiobooks are good also.
Well, these are pretty much the same as audiobooks.
It is, and it's almost like short stories. Like I said, they last about 45 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
Radio,
close to
of
movie
course,
length.
they gave time enough for commercials back when they cut the commercials out for the most part on these.
Yeah.
At the very end, they'll have it.
But condensed down, they're close to short movie length in a way, or movie length.
Yeah. But it's just something to ponder and enjoy, and then you can forget about it.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that's like, I don't want to listen to that one again.
Yeah.
Or you can watch about the slime monsters. I've started watching it again, and I'm like, I've seen this already.
Yeah. It's so bad.
It is. It is. And it was like they crawled up from the sewers, but the kid was right. They sort of looked like shrimp things.
Yeah.
Giant shrimp things.
Yeah.
They could have ended up on a buffet somewhere. Good thing they ended up in Hollywood and not down there in Cajun country, because it had been in somebody's, shrimp bake.
No, they grew up and they were the dancing lobsters on the Amanda Show.
That's quite possible. You want to tell the peoples where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Rolanda, COCWS.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us, and have a good.
Oh, and we need to seriously be in prayer one for another and for everybody, because there's so many people that are deceived right now. Yeah. Honestly, just be in constant prayer.
Yeah.
Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated, and Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.